It's 10 trivia questions on jingles and insects. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds, and we're continuing on with this week's theme of dual topic episodes. Yesterday, we did some exotic pet and apple action. Today, we're doing jingles and insects, so two very different things. Although maybe there's a jingle with an insect in it. I don't know. We'll have to see. We're going to have some fun playing those 10 questions, 5 on each topic in just a bit. Wanted to read a recent review from Kate Holthausen. Shout out to Kate, said 5 stars on 12/27/2021. Fantastic is the subject. I've been listening for a little over a year. I wanted to make sure that another 5-star review was left because it's such a wonderful show. Ryan, thank you for the book of trivia. It may help me in future games. That sounds like Kate got my new book, which is still available on my Etsy store, etsy.com/shop/trivia with buds. It's also linked in all the show notes on whatever podcast app you're listening on. Go check out the Etsy store and see all the cool stuff you can get and support this program. And thanks again for that review, Kate Holthausen, number 325 on our iTunes reviews. I have been doing a lot of stuff this year so far to kind of revitalize myself, I always like to do that for, resolutions and things for the new year. It's just a time of rebirth, as they say. So I'm not doing any alcohol in January, and I'm not going to drink any soda pop, which is kind of hard for me to do because I do enjoy a nice Pepsi, as you might know from the podcast. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm also trying to do a walk or a hike every single day of some kind for at least like half hour, 40 minutes. And I am listening to a new album that I've never listened to every day, which I actually do on the hike so far over the last day. This has been going on for one day. I'm acting like I'm a pro at it. But the first album I listened to was from a country music artist, 27 years old, out of Oklahoma. His name is, what was it? Oh man, I got to look it up now. It's Corey. And the last name is a name you might know because it is, there we go, Corey Kent. I wanted to say Corey Hart, and I'm like, that was a different guy from the 80s. Corey Kent, the album's called 21, and it's like an EP, I think. If you like country, it's 8 tracks, and I thought it was great. So check that out. It popped up on Apple Music for me. And the album I'm listening to tomorrow is Neil Young. Neil Young has like 40... It's his 41st album that also popped up. It's called Barn. Neil Young and Crazy Horse. 41st album and 12th with longtime backing band Crazy Horse. That's nuts. He's 76 years old. So I'm going to listen to that tomorrow. But I'm trying to listen to an album and do a hike every day and also watch a movie every night because I watched a lot of TV shows over the last 2 years in 20 and 21, and I need to bring back my love of movies in my life. So I watched Lady Bird last night, which I thought was pretty good. A good coming-of-age story. I don't think it's a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes score type movie, and I know it came out like 5 years ago, but I never saw it, and I watched it. I'd say it's a good 6, 7 out of 10 kind of a movie. There's another movie that came out right after that, and Beanie Feldstein basically plays the same character in both these movies. It's called Booksmart, and I thought that was a lot funnier and more memorable to me. But let me know what you think about Lady Bird and Booksmart 5 years after they came out. And we'll see what I'm watching tomorrow. I think it's going to be Action Point with Johnny Knoxville, which is not supposed to be great, but I always wanted to see it. So if you saw that, let me know too. All right, that's a long intro, but we're jumping into the episode now on Insects and Jingles, so buckle up. Here we go. All right, 5 questions on insects. Let's see if you know these. Question number 1. The giant hissing cockroach is native to what island country? The giant hissing cockroach is native to what island country? Number 2, the cast of what 1996 film included Jerry O'Connell along with singing and dancing cockroaches? Number 2, the cast of what 1996 film included Jerry O'Connell along with singing and dancing cockroaches? Number 2, what was that movie? Number 3, what French leader adopted the bee as a symbol on his coat of arms? What French leader adopted the bee as a symbol on his coat of arms? Number 4, I heard a fly buzz when I died is the opening line of a poem by what 19th century American poet? I heard a fly buzz when I died is the opening line of a poem by what 19th century American poet? And number 5, how many segments does an insect's body have? How many segments does an insect's body have? Moving on to the back half of this episode, we're on question 6, and it's jingles, commercial jingles. Number 6, what side dish is the San Francisco treat? Number 6, what side dish is known as the San Francisco treat? Number 7, what food product's original jingle started with uh-oh? Number 7, what food product's original jingle started with uh-oh? Number 8, what 70s singer sang Be a Pepper for Dr. Pepper commercials before his career took off? Number 8, what 70s singer sang Be a Pepper for Dr. Pepper commercials before his career took off? Question number 9, what's the zoological inspired name for a snippet of music that gets stuck in your head? What is the zoologically inspired name for a snippet of music that gets stuck in your head? And number 10, what Beatles song did Nike license for an ad campaign leading to an explosion of licensed music in commercials? Number 10, what Beatles song did Nike license for an ad campaign leading to an explosion of licensed music in commercials? Those are your 10 questions on insects and jingles. We'll be back in a second after this. We're back with the answers to insects and jingles. Let's see if you got all 10 of these questions correct. Some of them easy, some of them not so easy. Here's number 1. The giant hissing cockroach is native to what island country? That's Madagascar. Hanging out with Ben Stiller voiced zebras and lions and things, right? Okay, you've seen that movie. Number 2, the cast of what 1996 film included Jerry O'Connell along with singing and dancing cockroaches. Have not thought about this movie since 1996. It's called Joe's Apartment. I think it was an MTV produced movie. And I put that in the category of apartment-based comedies, along with The Duplex with Ben Stiller, and Cable Guy, I feel like is mostly in the apartment with Matthew Broderick and Jim Carrey. Number 3, what French leader adopted the bee as a symbol on his coat of arms? That was Napoleon. If we're talking about French leaders, usually Napoleon is the answer. Number 3. Number 4, I heard a fly buzz when I died is the opening line of a poem by Emily Dickinson, early 19th century American poet. Then we had this question to close out insects. Number 5, how many segments does an insect's body have? 3, the head, the thorax, where the wings and legs attach, and the abdomen. 3 for the body of an insect. Number 5 on jingles now was what side dish is the San Francisco treat? That's rice-a-roni. You've heard that jingle, rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. Number 7, what food product's original jingle started with uh-oh, SpaghettiOs? Remember that? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Number 8, what 70s singer sang Be a Pepper for the Dr. Pepper commercials before his career took off? Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow. Does he know you raided his closet? #Breakfast Club. And the next one, what is the zoologically inspired name for a snippet of music that gets stuck in your head? Ooh, it is a question that combines both jingles and insects, kind of. It's earworm. Earworm, like when George Costanza leaves on a high note and he goes, Costanza, like by Menon. That's earworm, according to this card. And the last question, number 10, what Beatles song did Nike license for an ad campaign leading to an explosion of licensed music in commercials? It was Revolution. You want to start a revolution? By the Beatles, Revolution. And those are your 10 questions on insects and jingles. Hope you had fun playing along. Your fact of the day is totally coincidentally related to SpaghettiOs. And it says a single strand of spaghetti is called a Spaghetto. So look that up. A single strand of spaghetti, that's a tongue twister, is called a Spaghetto. And there you have it. So it's from SpaghettiOs to Spaghettos. You've learned it all today. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for supporting the show over on Patreon at patreon.com/trivia with buds. And we'll see you next time for more trivia with me. Cheers.